Hey guys, it's Zach. So this video has to do with something that happened pretty recently, but I'm not going to get into that until it gets fixed with me and somebody being mean to me. Well, a little bit more than just being mean, but I just want to be talking about like bullying. Like, why do people do it? Like, I don't know. I just like you might not realize that when you're saying jokes to somebody, maybe the other person doesn't understand it the way you think they do. So when you're like calling people names, whether their race or their sexuality or anything like that, it's just not very, like, you have to be really cautious about what you say, and you have to make sure if you are joking around with stuff that one, they're like your friend and you're not just like doing it to some random person. Two, that they understand that it's a joke too, and that both of you guys are laughing about it. And another thing is like suicide and stuff is not a joke. So to be incorporating that into your joke, like your little jokes, like your bullying, makes things like 10 times worse. So if you hear people like talking about like, that's not, if you really ever hear the word suicide in school, just look over and see if you can find the person who mentioned it. And then I know this is like probably not the best thing to say, but just try to like listen in on their conversation and make sure that they're not like talking about doing it and stuff like that, because somebody has told me to do it before. God, I never had like thoughts about doing it. Like, I love myself too much. As my friend Jill says, I'm too self-absorbed. Just like, you don't realize that what you're saying, like the smallest thing that you say could actually end somebody's life and ruin many, many lives. You calling somebody the word that I just said, gave, is like not okay as it is, especially if they are gay or lesbian and they're not your friend. Like, okay, so say that somebody that you're not friends with comes up to you, a gay or lesbian person, and calls you that name. I'm assuming you're not gonna find it funny, and if you are, I mean, good for you. I mean, you're a strong person, but a lot of people don't, and you saying that over and over again can ruin or end someone's life, and you don't realize it when you're doing it until after, and you need to realize it. It's just, if that person does end their life, you have to live with that for your entire life. And just knowing that those people's parents or guardians or family or friends all lost somebody so very important in their life because of the small things that you thought were small that you were saying. It's not okay to be saying stuff like that. It isn't, because you're just putting other people down for your own 2-second enjoyment of seeing them upset. And I know the classic thing that people say, oh my god, it's really hot in here, but I don't want to take my noisy out. The classic thing that everybody says is like, they're probably being bullied too or having home problems. I will never be a person that says, good, they deserve it. I think that's rude. That's a whole different issue. Home problems and bullying are two complete different issues. And if somebody's bullying me and they have home problems, I will continue to feel bad for them for the home problems issue. But if they were to get bullied, I would not feel bad for them, because that's being very, very, very hypocritical of getting upset after somebody's bullying you when you've been bullying people your entire life and just getting like that small enjoyment out of it. Like, I don't know how people can like do that. Like, do you think that makes people, this is like the person I know, if you're watching, that you know who you are, well, who you both are. Do you think that it's like makes us feel good or something just to hear that? Because it does not. It really does give scary thoughts in people's heads. And you as people need to realize that you are talking to other people that have people that care about them and have people that try to always be by their side, and you're just completely putting them down 100%. When they, like, maybe one day you're walking on the bus thinking you look really good, and you walk on the bus and those popular kids or whatever laugh at you because of what you're wearing, and then you immediately, like, feel bad about you feel bad about yourself. Sorry. And then you start like immediately feeling bad about yourself. And then you're like, oh, I want to go home. I want to go change. I don't want to wear this anymore. And I know how that feels. But mine was in like a drastic way because it wasn't something that I was wearing clothes-wise. It was something that I had on my face, which was makeup. And I decided to wear it to school. I went to school that day, no makeup on. And I was getting bullied, you know, being called that name that we were talking about earlier. And that I will not say. Just like how I think. Like, people say, oh, but you're gay, you can say it. Like, no, okay? Just because I can say it in a socially accepted way, I guess, doesn't mean that I want to or that I feel comfortable using that word, because that word is a word that, just like, that word, just think about how many people have committed suicide because of that word. Like, that just freaks me out. So I will not use that word. Just like, I don't think that it's good for anybody to use the N-word, whether you are black or white. I mean, hard or no, like never. That's just, no. I think that's a very bad word. Just like the same issue with the F-A word. Every time I say the F word, I'm talking about F-A-G-G-O-T. And yeah, let me back in. I'm filming a YouTube video right now. You can be in it.
I was like, what?
And yeah, so it's like literally not making anybody feel any better about themselves. And I don't think it's making you feel any better about yourself. So why are you doing it? Does it just make you happy for 0.3 seconds or whatever? Like, wow, fun. All right, let's move on to the next person. I really don't know because I would never.
About the
I'm not talking about that. Well, I'm using little references to that, but I'm not giving out any names. And I just think that it's a terrible thing for people to even just like use that. But seriously though, do people get enjoyment out of putting other people down? Because I don't know how you can how do you do that? Like, how can you just stand there and say that to someone and then watch them slowly fall and get crushed? Like, that's not, and you just like get enjoyment out of it. Like, I'm sorry, was that funny? Like,
I get if you have like problems at home,
yeah,
but leave them at home.
When you were gone, I had just said, if you have home problems, like, I will feel bad for you in that one situation for your home problems, because that's not the same situation as bullying other people. But if you get bullied and stuff, I will not feel bad for you. If a bully gets bullied, I will not feel bad for them at all, because they're getting back all that they have done to other people. If a person stands up to that bully, I will never feel bad for that bully. Like I said before, like, people are like, oh, you can say, because I never say like F-A-G-G-O-T unless I'm quoting what somebody else said. And some people are like, oh, you can say that word, it's fine because you're gay. But like I said before, that word freaks me out, because think about how many people have committed suicide out of that word. And called that word for a long time, that ends people's lives and ruins family members and friends of that person's life. And this is just a message out to everybody. Please be, as Ellen DeGeneres would say, be kind to one another. Just try not to be rude to people, because just think about all the stuff that you can create and cause. I just don't know where the enjoyment comes in this entire thing.
I know, it's one thing to joke.
Yeah, if they're like your friend and you're joking about it and you both laugh, it's one thing. If it's one person laughing and neither of them are friends, it's a complete different thing. And I will forever stand by those people that get bullied, because I know how they feel, and it's not okay to be taking somebody having a perfectly good day and pushing them down and crushing them to pieces. It really isn't. And if you think that's okay, it isn't. Like, you're ruining somebody. Every second you say something to them, you're ruining them piece by piece. It's just crazy. Like, just to think about that. About how every time that word gets used against me, or other words get used against me, just anything. Anytime somebody brings something up about my sexuality, or not even just that, just like the way I look or the things that I wear or the people I hang out with. Yes, I understand I have one guy friend, You think I don't know that? Sorry that I can get more girls than you and I don't even like them. I just keep saying it's just like, because it's just, there's so many ways you can compare it, but you can never get that perfect comparison. You can say, oh, it's like taking a brick and putting it on a feather and crushing it. You just have to stick through it. Like, you just have to keep going and going. Your story's not supposed to, like, end there. Like, your story has way, way, way more chapters than you think it does. And if you end the story there, think about it as this. You're ending the story on a cliffhanger. Okay, so you're born, chapter 1, you're born. Chapter 2, you're talking. Chapter 3, you're walking. Chapter 4, you meet friends. Chapter 5, you're in school with your friends. Chapter 6, you're getting bullied. Chapter 7, you get scared and then you have these dark thoughts and it just ends there. Do you like it when books end in a cliffhanger? Like, don't end it there. Keep it going and going and going and just challenge yourself and see how long you can get your story to go. And the longer your story is, the more there is about you, the more things you can tell people. Hi, my name's Zach. I have really, really, really great friends and I get bullied all the time. And that is my story so far. I have a great family, and that's my story so far. And I'm going to continue my story until the day I die of natural reasons, of old age. I will not let myself down like that. You can't just like keep building it up inside of you and then just burst like that. It's like a water balloon. You're just filling it up with more and more water, and eventually it just breaks. And that breaking point is just terrible. You can't just like let it end there. Like, you have to just know that somebody out there loves you.
You should love yourself before you love someone else.
Yeah, love yourself. Know that you love yourself before you care if anybody else loves you. Because you are the hardest judge on your, like, you judge yourself harder than anybody ever will. And if you feel good about yourself and somebody brings you down, you're going to be crushed inside. So just think of all of these things that I've been saying. If you're watching this, think about how bad you can be ruining somebody. And think about how hard that is just to come up with something rude to say to someone, then say it, and then watch them fall to the ground in a disappointment and upset and just being scared. And it's so easy to just say, oh, I like your outfit today. Oh, your hair looks nice today. Zach, your smile is great. Oh, your teeth are so white. Just say stuff like that's so easy. You don't have to even think. It's right there. You just look at them and you like their shirt. Oh my God, I love your shirt today. It's so good. Boost that person's confidence and you give yourself points for being a good person. Like, then you just make that person feel self-confident. And eating disorders, then that person gets upset over it and they stop eating. And next thing you know, you cause an anorexic
or an overdose.
Yeah, an overdose on these drugs and stuff that are supposed to make you look thinner than you actually are, or look prettier, have better looks and stuff. You are worth so much more than you think you are. And if you just know that every day, then your life will be so much better. If you're going through hard stuff right now, and know that my Instagram is always linked down below. Follow me. And DM me if you watch my videos and stuff, or you don't even have to watch my videos. I'm like giving myself self-promo like as a joke. You can always talk to me. I mean, I won't be able to completely relate to every single person because I don't know what they're going through, but I can always give advice to them how they can make themselves feel better. And that's what matters, and that's what makes me happy. And if I can make somebody be happy each day, I feel good about myself. That boosts my self-confidence. If somebody can make me upset, it brings me down 100. So I see somebody, I think they have good hair, I say, oh, I like your hair. I just went up 10 points. Every time you tell somebody that they look good, you go up 100 points. And then when somebody's mean to you, that brings you down 10 points. So if you make somebody else feel good, they'll make somebody else feel good. And eventually, many, many, many more people will feel good.
People post on their Snap stories, don't talk to me today or I'm gonna punch you or something. No.
Yeah, like, don't do that.
You know you're not.
Yeah, as I say in all of my videos, I love you all individually and all together as one. And I hope this video helped you learn more about why bullying is bad, and which helps you, I hope I help a bully somewhere realize that what they do isn't fun on both ends. Yeah, thanks for watching the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Love you guys. Bye.